Hello and welcome back to Clownfish TV. It is me, Geeky Sparkles. It is just me for this video today because Neon is elsewhere. And yes, I'm still very ill, but I need to do the video anyway. So I will try my best to speak. Please bear with me. I likely won't be screaming too much because apparently they think I have walking pneumonia. And I am better than I was a couple days ago, but hopefully my voice comes back soon. So today we're going to talk about an issue with Disney. I did a couple Disney videos today. So now we're going to move forward with that AI rumor we talked about a few days ago, last week, whenever it was, that Disney was rumored to be doing more with AI and they were going to double down, triple down on it. And they were going to use it for the studios, usually for like post-production and VFX, according to the rumor. And some things to do with, theme parks with augmented reality and things. That rumor we talked about before, here I'll show you, came from the Wrap. They're poised to announce a major AI initiative. Well, now it just got announced. All right. So we're going to look at that. But before we get into it any further, please like and subscribe. If you do, I'll give you a woohoo. Woohoo, the best I can. Also, I wanted to tell you to please check out Clownfish Minus. Clownfish Minus is our support for the channel outside of YouTube. It's not Patreon because I don't trust Patreon. But here you can become a member. And if you're a member, you get different things like access to some podcasts and some things that we don't put up. You also can buy products. Anybody can buy products, members or otherwise, but members do receive a discount on those products. I'm trying to work on new products, but we haven't gotten them up yet. This poor Neon has been doing double duty because of him being sick first and now me being sick. So we're going to talk about this. So today, Reuters, I guess it was yesterday, Reuters put up this article that it was announced that Disney is going to form a new business unit to coordinate the use of AI augmented reality. Now, the way it's made out, they keep focusing on, it's going to, augmented reality, which would imply theme parks and things like that. And AI usage for new technologies into the parks, which is cool and that makes sense. However, it's the person they're reporting to, the new department's reporting to, the guy, first of all, comes from Disney Studios, and he's going to report to the entertainment co-chair, Alan Bergman, that oversees the films at Disney Studios. If it was mostly to be for theme parks, you would think that they would report to Josh D'Amaro. Okay? So this is not about, theme parks is part of it, but I think that another big part of it is going to be, they said ESPN and Disney Studios and TV. So that's what this is about, using AI to try to, do the post-production, do the VFX stuff. And I think it's probably I don't know this, but I think it's going to affect jobs. And we had the unions all fighting, trying to stop this very thing from happening. And now they just started a whole new business unit. So according to the article, they're going to have a new business unit called the Office of Technology Enablement. I'm doing my best. It's going to be led by Jamie Voris. Now, Jamie Voris has been the chief technical officer of the studios, Walt Disney Studios, for 14 years. Already reporting to Bergman, all right? And he was one of the ones who did, I think he did a lot of things with the Apple Vision Pro thing, which how that all went down, right? Disney was trying to team up with Apple because, Iger just loves Steve Jobs and anything with Apple. And he was on the board back when they decided to call their, streaming service Apple Plus. And then Disney's like Disney Plus right after, that was all weird too. So they're supposed to be going to be doing this to keep up with the pace and be responsible. But they're not saying who they're being responsible to. Because if you're being responsible about the use of AI, and setting industry standards, they're going to say, what's best practice and industry best practice? That's best practice for the studios and, not for the people that work there. So according to entertainment co-chairman Alan Bergman, he said the pace and scope that advances in AI and XR extended reality are profound and will continue to impact customers' experiences in the parks, creative endeavors, and our business for years to come, making it critical that Disney explore the exciting opportunities and navigate the potential risks. The creation of this group underscores our dedication to doing that. Basically, they're going to coordinate. That's what they're overseeing all this technology. They said in this article, Bergman noted the unit will focus on fast-moving areas of technology such as AI and mixed reality, which blends the physical and digital worlds, which would assume, you would assume by that you're talking theme parks. It will not centralize work on these projects, but rather ensure that various projects around the company fit the broader strategy. And then again, Voris is going to report to Bergman. However, they think they're going to get about 100 employees from this, but they're not saying how much they're going to cut VFX and post-production and all the other stuff that they're not mentioning much in this. But it was mentioned in the wrap leak where they were saying that they were going to announce a major AI initiative that was going to affect hundreds of people. And they said that, they were talking a lot about VFX and post-production, much like Lionsgate did with Runway, saying that it was for pre- and post-production process on television and film. And they mentioned that. They keep saying they think it's going to be film-related. And now in the new announcement, they keep talking around that. We're reporting to the film guy, but it's about, augmented reality and things that would at first glance appear to be the parks, which doesn't make sense. So this is mostly about streamlining production in film and TV, even though they're not saying that, because they're trying to save money. And this is right after they made all kinds of agreements with unions that they weren't going to do stuff like replace people with AI. So, I mean, they're saying one thing, but then other things lead me to believe it's something else. So they said that, they said one of the people that's there, Kyle Laughlin, they brought back, was a Disney veteran with a background in augmented and virtual reality and AI, which he brought back as the senior president in research and development for Walt Disney Imagineering. Correct. So people were like, yay, they're going to use AI and they're going to use augmented reality and stuff in theme park production, which I have no problem with in regards to making better attractions that are more, you feel like you're more involved in, as long as it's not all screens and you're not wearing just like goggles and that's all the cheap ass way they're getting out of it. But they're trying to use AI to make better theme park experiences. In that regard, I have no problem with that because it's not really taking jobs away. It's just using technology to make a better guest experience, make a more fun attraction. That's not the same thing as reporting to the person in charge of the studios and television, about your AI and, it's to streamline for best practices. So if you go out here to Variety, they have more of the quotes from the memo. You go find some of the quotes. I guess there was a memo released. And here's some of the stuff he said. Our ability to remain at the forefront of technological advances will only be more critical as we move forward, making it all the more important to understand and embrace new technological shifts in ways that enable our people, creativity, and business. So we have to, understand and embrace new technology to enable our people. What ones you have left? They go on here. They're saying that they're looking for a progressive, innovative, and they want to be a responsible leader. That they want to position Disney as a leader in formulating industry best practices. Again, who is the industry best practices for? The studios, the companies have the money. They're not the industry best practices necessarily for the employees. They're going to be probably the best practices for the shareholders. But they keep saying responsible. What does that mean? Responsible leader in what way? They're not really specifying what that means, okay? Voris and his team will work with other technology teams spanning the company, including Disney Entertainment, which I think is first and foremost, ESPN, and Disney Experiences on the theme park division. Again, it's being made out to be mostly about, things that you would associate with attractions. But in reality, you wouldn't be reporting to the guy in charge of the studios if it was for that reason. The pace and scope of advances, we talked about that, would be profound. They said that the new technology enablement team will have an accountability to all our business segments and partner closely with leaders across the company, probably to see who they can get rid of. The new group is not intended to take over or centralize. That's exactly what it sounds like it's doing. It's not simply take it over and centralize, but they're coordinating, which means you're centralizing. AI or mixed reality projects that individuals' business units are working, he added. Rather, the goal is to make sure next-gen tech initiatives. Okay, whoa. The new group is not intended to take over or centralize AI or mixed reality projects that individual business units are working on. So the things that they're working on now is not meant to take over or centralize. But the goal is to make sure next-gen tech initiatives are in lines with our goals and values. So we're not going to take stuff over now, but we got to make sure that the stuff we're doing next and drive outcomes with greater agility, velocity, and consistency. Yeah, they're just finding ways to cut costs, is what they're doing. And then they're like, oh yeah, Eddie Drake, who has been the technology head at Marvel Studios, is now going to be the chief technology officer at Walt Disney Studios. So the guy who's in charge of this new unit came from Walt Disney Studios, was the chief technology officer at the studios for 14 years, gets this new division, reports to Bergman, is replaced over at studios by the Marvel guy. But, you know, it's all about, like, you know, what we're going to do about AI and stuff, you know, theme parks guys. No. Variety, I think, is a little more on the nose with it than, you know, Reuters was. But I think that because they're talking about headsets and things like that, you know, I think that it's going to be used in the theme parks, but I don't think that's the driving force here. And the rumor was saying that insiders told the Wrap, and they probably were trying to leak it early to give heads up, that they said it's too early for an announcement to come, but they said it's going to affect hundreds of people, and its primary focus is on post-production and visual effects, not the theme parks. So that's what it's going to be about. And they're just trying to keep it quiet-ish. You know, oh, it's more about the theme parks, guys. Because they know the people at Hollywood are going to lose their shit. So we'll see what happens. I mean, we'll see. If you were in VFX post-production, pre-production, I'd be a little more concerned. I'd be starting to take classes on how to work with AI more, because then maybe you can be one of the 100 people that they put in this department. But there it is. They're going to double, triple down on AI. Shocker. We told you that Disney was going to do it. Like I said, Bob Iger, Canva. Bob Iger owns a lot of Canva. He's on the board of Canva. He's really pushing AI at Canva. It is what it is. But then again, they're basically, I think their thought process is, if we're at the forefront of it, we could create best practices instead of be beholden to best practices. But again, best practices for Disney doesn't mean best practices for other people in the industry. Or for people that, you know, are in shareholders. We'll have to see. So what do you think? Comment and let us know, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Join the reef. Go to clownfish-.com. That's clownfish-.com. You will get exclusive access to podcasts and videos and comic strips and more, as well as merch discounts. Check it out. If you were a member, you could get this t-shirt, this dismal t-shirt, on our website. You'd get a 10% discount on that. You can also join in the community on clownfish-.com. Thank you so much for the support.